All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday. We are gonna do just some really nice stretching today again, and get these bodies moving. So sit well and sit in the way that you know feels good for you. Some of you out there, one in particular, probably easily can sit in a chair for this first part. As we get ourselves centered and moving. Ooh, all right. I'm like, anyway, a lot of us down here in Florida have been doing a lot of yard work these days, so we'll get these bodies stretched out. So let's start by sitting well. We know right by now to let the chest rise, a little bit of tone to the lower belly. The tailbone descends down the shoulders on either side of the body so that they're not rolling forward and they're not even overly back. Sometimes we can strain the other way. So just let them be soft and comfortable. And then check where your head is in space. If we start to do this rounding thing in the upper chest, then the chin has to come out, right? So there's this whole mechanism of things that start to happen. Or if we're just on those computers too much, doing too much front body stuff. So let's draw the head back in space and not tuck the chin, but just draw it back through this upper part of the neck. And maybe you'll feel almost a release of the muscles there. And then close the eyes. Start to move into your breath. And this morning, we're going to work on alternate nostril breathing or Nadi Shodhana. I have not done that breath work in quite a while, and it is one of my favorite breathing exercises, pranayamas, to balance our bodies. It just works. It calms everything down, and it helps the right and left sides of the brains to just communicate with each other. So if you don't know it, I will walk you through the first few rounds. If you do know it, then do your thing. So basically, so there's a lot of things to do with these fingers, but I really like just using either my thumb and my pinky finger or my thumb and my ring and pinky fingers to block off one side. You inhale the other side. Then you block that side off and exhale there. Come in. I'll walk you through it. Some people will take the two middle fingers and put it on their forehead. I always found that kind of odd. And some will curl those fingers in and leave them kind of that way. So you do what works for you. I think the glasses get in the way too. So let's go ahead and start. So first, take just a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then as you inhale, take your thumb and block off. Well, first inhale, block off the right nostril. Exhale with your left side. Inhale the left side nostril. Close that side off. Release the right side. Exhale there. And then inhale the right side. Close the right side, exhale left. Inhale left. Close that side, exhale right. Keep the jaw soft. Inhale right. Close that side, exhale left. Good, inhale left. Close that off, exhale right. And then at your own pace, keep going. Keep it soft. Make sure the jaw's not getting tight. Maybe deepen the breath just a little. 3 more solid rounds here. When you finished your last round, go ahead and release the hand. Just pause and breathe. One more. And then let the eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms up. I want you to interlace the hands and take it behind the back of your head. And then press the elbows out to your side and lift up. Your head is fully supported, and it's almost as if you're kind of pulling the head away from the neck as you lift up. And then as you exhale, watch your bodies here. You can take the elbows down to the floor. You don't have to go that low. And inhale, reach up, press up, spread the elbows, and exhale it down. Good, 2 more, inhale. Back in the sunbeam, exhale. Good, last one. Breathe, and exhale. And then take those elbows up, take the arms out to the sides. Thank you, C's. Let the right hand or the left hand come down, take the right arm. And breathe. Good, inhale, center. Exhale the other way. Inhale. Exhale. Use your breath. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, let go. We got one more here. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Good. Inhale, center. Interlace the hands. Press them up. I've been doing this quite a bit. As you exhale, hands to chest. Press them out and reach up. Good. Hands to chest. Press out. Reach up. Hands to chest. Press it up. Hold right here. Take it over to the side. Release the bottom hand. Keep the top palm face up. And then press out through that whole right side. So mirroring here, if you're not mirroring with me, then that would be your left side. But press and really try to spread those fingers down toward the floor. Good. Take it up. Exhale the other way. And breathe. So try not to lean over to that side. Press the ribs out. Press the palms so that you could almost touch that side wall. And reach up, both arms up, hold the beach ball. So when we hold the beach ball, we're activating these side muscles, right? Those latissimus dorsi muscles. So good for downward facing dog. If you thought about down dog right here, if you turn the palms forward and press the palms a little bit towards ceiling, there's the arms for down dog, right? Your head is relatively between the arms. Your palms pressing into that imaginary floor, the lats active. Yeah, you got it. And exhale, let go. Ooh, good. Roll it out, everybody. And then just turn your head to the left. Ooh. Take the right arm and reach it behind your back. Maybe you grab your opposite elbow. And just breathe. So this right shoulder, again, I'm mirroring here, but that opposite shoulder presses away from the front body. So reach it back, keep looking over the left shoulder, stretch, don't lift the chin, keep it neutral. And then bring the head back to neutral, go the other way. Ooh, yeah, a little bit of tightness going on over there. Good, stretch, bring it back over to the left. And back to the right. And center, good, release that back arm, inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both of them down. Good, look over your right shoulder. Oh yeah, take the left arm, reach it behind your back, see if you can find your opposite arm. And then draw the head of that left shoulder back. Breathe, just feel wherever it is for you, where's the tension? And then look over the other shoulder. And back over. Relax the jaw and back to the other side. Good, bring the head center, release that arm, inhale, both up. I want you to take both hands behind your back. If you can, you're grabbing opposite elbows, both sides, and then lift the chest, pull the elbows back, tuck your chin. Oh. I am making all kinds of noises this morning. That upper body is tight, tight. Now be mindful of your neck, right? Of course, if this is too deep, then take the head up some. But let it stretch, everybody. Let all those muscles stretch. And then just take the chin toward the left side chest. And then back to center to the right side chest. And center, take the head back to neutral, bring it back in space, release the hands, interlace them behind you, and press it open. Good, deep breath, everyone. And exhale. Release the hands, take them up. Exhale right to your heart. And shake it all out. Good, let's straighten out those legs. Again, if you're seated in a chair, you can take the legs straight with the heels pressing into the floor. Roll the shoulders back, hands to your side, Dandasana pose. Find your breath, open up the chest, hold the belly. Good, even when you're ready, one leg lifts. I know, right? We said we needed some quad stretching, and this is not quad stretching. This is quad working. Breathe, maybe the arms come up, hold the beach ball, everybody. It's a soft hold, right? You don't have to like, right, really work it, but just keep it active. Keep the chest lifting, hold that leg if you can, lower the leg, and I want you to lift tall, like you're hanging from a chin-up bar. Good, soften the shoulders, lift the other. Tone the belly, smile everyone. Breathe, 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 and lower, stand up tall, exhale, let it go. Good, shake it out. And then take the right leg, bend the knee, and take it above your left knee. So a figure four, seated figure four, again, you can do this in a chair. I want you to start to bend the other leg, the left leg, and come into your version of figure four. Once again, feeling those quads, feeling those hips. And breathe. Now, some of you are going to have a relatively straight leg here. Some of you are going to have maybe a halfway bend. Some of you have more open, externally rotated hip. It's not so much the open part, it's the external rotation, where you can bring that foot in a little bit closer. Deep breath. You got it. And then if you're holding on like I am, just let go of those hands, straighten the leg. Take that same side leg into Janu Sirsasana. So the sole of that foot presses in. We open up the shoulders. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, swan dive. Good. And then release the hands, press the shoulders back. Once again, mindful always of that low back, right? That we're not just kind of rounding into the pose, but instead we're lengthening. And if you're not sure, you can take one hand to your chest. And it's almost like you're pulling the chest up away from the belly. And then letting the hand come back down and just feel that lovely little hamstring. It's lovely. Good, some of you are gonna stay here, some of you maybe can reach for that foot. Draw the foot back, it's gonna stretch through those calf muscles a little bit more, maybe up into the hamstring. Big deep breath. Good, if you've got a hold of your foot, let go, press up and lift, inhale, take it up. Hold, lift the knee, press out the leg, little Dandasana work. Exhale, let go, lift tall. Exhale, let it go. Whew, good. Other side, take that foot, bend the knee, take it above the knee or below the knee. Don't let that the weight of that foot be right on the knee. And then start to bend to your level. Whew. Anybody else feeling these things? Like every muscle is going. It's like, just notice me. I'm here. Good, breathe, everybody. I like to rock when I sit in this pose. It just, yeah, I feel like I'm kind of moving all around that hip joint. Oh, that does make a big difference. I'm pointing to a blanket on the floor, don't mind me. Good. Lift, really just get a nice stretch. Come back to center, take the hands back to the floor, straighten the leg, and then just move the foot into your version of Janu Sirsasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Exhale, those hands to the floor and almost like drag those hands back isometrically to help lengthen through your spine. Find your breath. Those of you who know me, have been practicing with me for a long time, know that I don't use a lot of Sanskrit because it's like marbles in my mouth. It never comes out. But Janu Sirsasana, I can do that one. There's a few I can do there. Oh, good. Just feel your body starting to stretch. Remember to lift that chest forward and then just hold on to the foot if you have that reach. If you don't worry about it. It's all okay. Big deep breath. Good, release, inhale, take it up. Lift that knee, press it out, hold the beach ball too, right? So as we activate this upper body, it's gonna help. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And lower down, lift tall. Exhale, let go, roll it out. We've got one more here. So we're gonna come back to the figure four, back with the right knee bent, left leg straight. Here's your options. One, you're gonna do your figure four again. And even here, you can play. As you slide that leg over a little bit, you're gonna change the angle of the stretch. Some of you are gonna cross knee over knee, and you're either gonna sit right here, or you're gonna come into cow face legs. Oh. Now, cow face legs, right? Lots and lots of options. We played with this on Wednesday. You can take a block under the knees at any height. You can take a block between the knees, which really helps a lot of people. You can do figure four and forget the heck about this pose wherever you are. Good, if you're seated doing figure four, you might want to keep the hands forward. If you're in more cow face, your torso's more straight up, inhale it up. Take the right arm out to the side, reach it behind you. Maybe you touch fingers, maybe you don't. Don't worry about it if they're not touching. In fact, a lot of times when we clasp our fingers, we can over tighten there and put some strain on the shoulder. So just breathe, just notice, relax your jaw. Opening up these hips a little bit. As you release, first release one arm, release the other arm, hold the beach ball, lean back, undo the legs, straight legs, lift tall. Exhale, let go. Good, last one, last side, go to the other side. I'm looking, making sure this is my other side. And then you're either coming back to your figure 4, or you're gonna cross those knees, take the feet wide into your version. Oh, that right hip is tight. Holy moly. Snuggle in, snuggle, snuggle. It's getting the snuggle weather, right? Not really here in Florida, honestly, but I was looking at thick, yummy blankets the other day going, oh. All right, if you're in figure 4, need to keep the hands down, do that. Inhale, otherwise take the arms up. The left arm goes out, internal rotation, reach up the back. Find the fingers or not. So when you're traveling in other countries and you listen to languages you don't really understand, you think, oh, they talk so fast. And then you notice your own language and how many shortcuts we take, like fingers, like where's the enunciation there? Breathe. Good, release, release, hold the beach ball, lean back, undo, last stand off, squeeze tight, everybody, squeeze, squeeze, and exhale, let go. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's come on up to table pose. So you've got your blanket if you need it underneath your knees. You've got your blocks for future use. Spread those fingers out nice and wide. Press back through the right leg and then lift up right away. So we're going to tone it through the belly, right? You don't want that low back overly swaying. So tone in through the low belly, feel that good connection from the hip all the way to the heel. Take the left arm out. Let's get a little balancing table here. Find your breath. Lower the hand, keep the leg, bend the knee, stretch, and just see if you can hit come close to that glute. And then straighten it. Bend, squeeze, and straighten. Last one, bend it, squeeze it in. Now, option, when you're here, 2, that left hand's gonna reach behind. Whoop, let's see if it can find the foot. If it isn't, don't worry about it. If you're stretching here, you can just take the hand out. If you're using a chair, you can do balancing table with one hand on the chair, one arm stretched out. Good, release the hand, release the foot, lower it down, sit back for a moment, and come right back. Press the left leg back, lift the leg, work through that glute, tone the belly in, right arm reaches out, everyone. Find your breath. Let's see. And then lower the hand, keep the leg, squeeze it in, and release it out. And 2, squeeze on purpose, and out. Last one, squeeze. Only if you want, release the right hand, take it back. See if you can find that foot. Use your breath, everyone. Release the hand, release the leg, sit back just for a second. And take it back up, downward facing dog. Take your feet wide on your yoga mat. Walk your hands back. Bend the knees, hands come right to your knees. Come on up, everybody. And roll it out. Roll, roll, roll. Shake it out. Good. Come on up to the front of your mat. The blocks are at the front of your mat. I want you to just take it easy. Nice inhale up. Nice exhale down. Again, if you're still with me and playing with your chair, this is easy, easy on the chair. You just take those hands to the chair. Stretch it out. Maybe shake those hips side to side. How's that feel for your body? Breathe. I want you to press into the blocks, lift halfway up. Now your blocks are either on the second level or they're all the way up on the high level. Just be careful because they get tippy here. Walk the feet back just a little bit so that the ankles line up with those hip bones and take the right leg up. Working with these legs, right? Finding our strength. Try not to sink in the upper body. Keep a lot of strength through the arms, through the shoulders. And bring that knee to your chest, squeeze it in, press it out, just one. And lower that foot down. Pause here, little forward fold. Bend the elbows, soften, there you go, Kristen. And press up, you're halfway up. Nice tone to that upper body. Reach the left leg straight back. Big deep breath. Good, exhale, bring that knee to chest. Press it back out. Hold, lots of strength here, a lot of bone building happening. Lower that foot to the floor. Ooh, soften into a forward fold. And breathe. Good, press halfway up, walk those feet back toward your blocks. Set your blocks aside for a moment, step back, downward facing dog. Hold on to that beach ball, right between the elbows, broaden through the shoulders. Now, options. 1, you're here, down dog. 2, you're coming down the table, okay? Option 3, left leg lifts. Soften the right heel toward the floor. A lot of times when we lift one leg, we come way up on the ball mound to the other. No reason to do that. This is optional. You get tired, you come on out. Good. On the exhale, I want you to bring the knee to chest. Hover over the wrists. Press up. Just one time. Lower that leg. Other side. Right leg lifts. Squeeze in through your belly. Reach with those legs, everyone. Good. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale it up. Exhale, lower that leg. Come right to plank pose. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lower the knees. Child's pose or hero pose. And breathe. Right, just moving our bodies. Starting to come back into our strength, right? We do a lot, especially if we're doing a lot of work, yard work or otherwise. We use certain muscles, but it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same as doing yoga or lifting weights or riding our bikes or jogging, for example. So, gotta do all of it slowly but surely without overdoing. All right, we're gonna reverse that. So, come to hands, knees. Come to plank. Plank to down dog, adjust your pose. Left leg lifts, optional. Knee to chest. Leg back up. Foot down. Right leg lifts. Knee to chest. Right back up again. Foot comes down, listen up. Take the feet wide. Walk the hands back. Bend your knees and come on up. Roll it out. Woo, shake it out, shake, shake, shake. And then come on back to the front of your mat. Woo. All right, so just get your equilibrium. Yep, if there's something on your mat, your blanket or something, you might want to take that off for now. And bring your blocks up to the front of your mat again. Left leg stays forward, right foot steps back. Think pyramid pose, so not super long. And your back foot is pointing more forward than it is to the side. Try to see if the hips will start to come toward the front of the room or the front of your mat. Shoulders, ribs, all that stuff right there. So inhale, take it up. Exhale, I want you to take your hands to your hips and imagine pushing the hips back as the head comes forward. feel your hips, so they feel pretty even. Once you're here, then take the hands to your blocks. Adjust your pose as you need to. You want to make sure you're wide enough, right? So hips width apart with the legs, your front foot pointing straight ahead, the shoulders drawing back, the belly tones. And then maybe you start to lower those blocks just a little bit. Breathe. Watch the back of the front knee, okay? Really easy to pop that baby back and do, put too much strain there. So just keep it soft. Find your breath. All right, here it gets a little tricky. Bend your front knee. Walk your blocks forward. Here we are. Push off your back leg. Lift your top leg or your back leg. Toes point down. Bend, bring that knee to chest. Press it back out. Bend your front knee. See if you can land softly back again. Walk your hands back. You got it. Straighten your front leg. Pyramid pose. Lift your torso. Soften your front knee, lift up. Exhale your hands to your heart and then step forward. Shake it out. All right, other side, here we go. So right foot stays forward, left foot steps back. And even that simple motion, right? This simple motion as I hold the wall of doing this is going to make a huge difference in your ability to balance just in life. So don't be afraid of it, even if there's a wall nearby, just use it. All right, front leg is straight. Find your pose. Hips relatively center, shoulders, ribs relatively center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to hips. Lengthen the torso, especially that right hip often has to draw back a little bit. Once you find that, go ahead and lower down. And breathe. You can have the blocks up high or medium. And we can go all the way low, really, even though several of us or most of us can touch the floor here. Just find your pose. What do you feel here? Do you feel the front hamstring? Can you press through the back foot? Can you lengthen the torso? Good, bend your front knee. You know what's coming. Walk those blocks forward. Make sure they're sturdy. Press into the front leg to lift the back leg. Big deep breath. Knee to chest. Press it back straight. Bend the front knee to softly land the back foot. Yeah. Walk your blocks back. Straighten the front leg. Hold here. And then press into your blocks, bend your front knee, step forward. I realize I didn't do that quite the same, but that's all right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Pause right here in mountain pose, right here. Let everything kind of trickle down, right? Because when that head's down for a long time and get up, you're like, ooh. So let it soften. And then shake out those hips and find your breath. So left leg forward, okay? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come on down. You're gonna step back with your right foot. This time it's a big step. Your back foot is gonna turn to the side position. Your left hand block, what I really like is to set that block right outside my left ankle. And maybe keep it up high for a moment. So we're looking at triangle pose. If we take the front leg straight, your left hand is on your block. Now what's going to happen to our bodies, right? What do we got to do? We got to open up side body. We got to open up the side chest. Got to open up that shoulder and then take the arm up. If this feels like yuck, right? It's too low, too much, choices. Either grab your other block and set it on top of your first block. Sweet, right? Or you take your hand to your shin. Either way, awesome. So just breathe. That top arm, maybe take it over your ear. And breathe. Look down at your left foot, the one that's in front. And then look forward. And then maybe look at your upper arm. Good. Squeeze into your belly. Bend your front leg. Take it up to warrior two. Just as a transition. And then cartwheel. We all know I can't do cartwheels. Straighten your back foot. You're going to push off your back foot to step forward. Pause here. Nice forward fold. Breathe deep breath. All right, switching to the other side. Soft release. Step back with your left leg. I always like to find the lunge first because that's the same distance from a triangle pose standpoint. Turn your back foot to the side position. Maybe you take that right hand block up high, right outside your ankle. And then once you feel sturdy, consider straightening the front leg, taking that torso up, find your breath. Both legs working here. Press both into the ball mound of your front foot and the whole foot of your back. Maybe the arm goes over your ear. Maybe you look down. And then sideways. And then up a little bit. Don't lift the chin. Bend your front knee. Push up to warrior two. Almost like taking that pose out. Breathe. And then cartwheel, back arm forward. Straighten your back foot. Once you're there, you feel solid. Move the blocks out of the way. Step back down dog. Plank pose. To the knees down or up. Chaturanga. Low cobra. And I mean low. Once you're here, lift your hands. Breathe. Press the hands down. Maybe lift up a little higher. Maybe. Press back, child's pose, hero pose, or on your belly. And just breathe. Just find your breath in. All right, almost done with this little baby flow. Let's take it back to table pose when you're ready. Table pose, walking my hands forward to plank. Plank to down dog. Left leg lifts. Bring it into chest. Reach it back up. Lower that foot down, swing sides. Bring it into chest. Reach it back up. Set that foot down. Find your breath. Look through your hands, step forward with your left leg. If your blocks are handy, grab your blocks. Shorten your stride for pyramid pose. Breathe, everybody. Ooh, yeah. Feel that. It's lovely. 1, you're here. 2, bend the knee. Walk those blocks forward. Lift that right leg. Kristen's going, what's this got to do with the quad stretch? None of it. Bend the front knee. Softly land the back foot. Walk your blocks back. Listen up. You're going to lengthen your pose. Turn the foot to the side. Triangle pose. Everybody breathe. Go slow. Funky transitions here. Good. Release that hand. Straighten your back foot, listen up. I find it easier to just set the blocks off to the side for a moment. We're going back to down dog. Back to plank. Back to chaturanga. Woo. To low cobra. Find your breath. No child's pose this time. We gotta go the other side. So press up. Down dog. Right leg lifts. All optional here. Knee to chest. All the way up. Lower down. Left leg lifts. Knee to chest. All the way up. Lower that. Look through your hands. Step forward, right leg. Goodness gracious. Blocks under hands. You're going to shorten your stride. Drop the heel in. Pyramid pose. Just breathe, everyone. Bend your front knee, walk the blocks forward. Push off, lift up. Big work here. Knee to chest. Press it up. Bend the knee, soft landing with that back foot. Walk the blocks back and then lengthen the pose so that you can come to triangle on this side. When you're ready, when you feel good, front leg straightens. We hold it up to triangle. Release it. I know, straighten that front leg. Press those blocks out of the way. Step back to down dog. Now, once you're going to hang out here because down dog feels good, and you're going to use it as your rest pose. Otherwise, you're going to lower the knees. Breathe. And then everybody down to knees. Child's pose, hero pose, or anything else. Not walk out the door pose. Not I'm done with this pose. Just breathe. Ooh. Who knew, right? Who knew we were going there? Just breathe. All right. So from wherever you're at, let's come to table pose and then right foot forward. Once your right foot is forward, grab your blocks. So we talk about quad stretches, right? So we are actually like a very circuitous route back to our quads. So something as simple as a lunge stretches the front psoas or the back legs psoas and quadricep muscles. So we start here. Just an easy stretch. Now, engage the back glute. I always say that we don't want to just sail through that front hip joint. We want control of that, in my personal opinion and professional opinion. So we feel that, right? We just stretch. Now take it back. Come to that 90 degree, right? Back legs at 90, front legs at 90 degrees, roughly. And then tilt the pelvis up or tuck the pelvis in, really, and feel that stretch deep. Everybody feeling that? Right? So we press the top of that back foot down. We keep the front belly toned in. We're just tucking the pelvis a little bit to really tap into quad and psoas there. Take the left arm up and maybe stretch over just a little. Use your breath. Good. Release that. Hands come back to your blocks. Once again, be mindful, watch your back knee, bend your back leg. Ooh, yeah. And breathe. So this time, when you're here, I already feel the stretch. I don't really feel I need to do much more than that. But if you want, instead of reaching back with the opposite hand, I want you to reach back with the same side hand. And the best way to do that is to take that block that's in your right hand, walk it forward a little bit. And then reach back with the same side hand. Woo. And find your foot. You can also bring elbow to thigh, elbow to knee, which might give you a little more reach. If this hurts your back knee, just stop. Don't do it. Release the foot if you have it. Release that leg down. Sink it back. Switch sides. Left foot forward, right foot back. Start in a simple, easy lunge. You know you can put a blanket under that knee, everyone. Engage the back glutes. Keep the torso nice and long. And just breathe. Right, even your hands on your blocks should be relatively soft. Instead of pushing down into the blocks, maybe soften the elbows a little bit. Or go higher in your blocks. That's another way to do it. And then back off. Come to that 90 degrees. Slight tuck of the pelvis. Yeehaw. Right arm goes up. Maybe a slight tilt to the left side. Breathe, go easy. And up. Release down. You're going to come back into that lunge. Maybe the left hand block goes forward, the back leg bends. Hamstring. Only if you want, same side hand reaches back. And either your hands on your block, which I'm finding my quads are pretty tight, so I'm finding that a little cumbersome. Just take elbow to knee, as long as you feel balanced. Don't look at the computer. Breathe. Release. Hands back to your blocks. Slide the left foot back. Take the knees super wide on your mat. Child's pose. Maybe use the backs of your hands as a pillow for your head. Find your breath. Good. And then I'm not, I'm just gonna watch now. You're gonna come onto your belly, but just until you can come from belly to side body. You can use a pillow here, you can use a block here for your head, whatever feels good. You're gonna lay on one side. And a block is really nice here, depending on how, on your anatomy, basically. So that your under shoulder can relax, your head stays in alignment. Both knees are bent. Now you can use a strap here, those of you who want. You can take a strap around your foot or around your top ankle, because we're going to be taking that leg back. And a strap can be kind of nice here, so that you're not muscling. So if you rack your foot, right, and then reach it back, keep the knee level, take the other end of that strap over your shoulder, and just pause. For some of us, that's not a stretch. You're not feeling a thing, so you're going to let that strap go. Grab the foot instead. As you press the knee back, you're tucking the pelvis forward. It's really subtle. Yeah, just breathe. Your other leg is bent and it's grounding you so that you feel really connected to the earth on that side body. Breathe. And then bring that same knee to chest. You either have your strap or your hand, you're gonna hold onto your foot and straighten it out in front of you. Breathe. Lower that foot to the floor, it's right in front of you. Optional again, watch if your head's on a block, open up to a twist. I took the block out so that I could relax that other body. You may be okay with it up. And some of you can even grab your little toe, your big toe out to that side. Deep breath, everyone. If you got your toe, let that go. If you're outstretched, if your leg's outstretched, bend it, undo your twist. Now I'm going to turn over to the other side so I don't run into my wall, but you can just roll to your back if you want, and then the other side. However it works best for you. Again, we've got something under our head so that our head isn't dropping way down toward the floor. Your knees are bent. Either you're going to loop that strap around that top foot, or you're going to grab it with your hand and take it back. This is one of those stretches, you might feel it, you might not feel it. One of the keys, right, is this top hip. If you can press the hip forward as you're pressing the leg back, you'll get a little bit more stretch, much like the 90-90 pose, the lunge, the 90-90 lunge, similar mechanism. Just breathe. And then as you release, the knee comes to chest. Maybe you grab the foot. By the way, I didn't say this on the other side. You can grab the ankle, the quad. It doesn't matter. And then lower that foot to the floor. When you're ready, maybe you keep the block or move it out of the way. Shift and open up that top part of your body and come into twist. Some of you will be able to reach a big toe. There's an option here, which I didn't say on the other side, where you can straighten the bottom leg, but I kind of like this with the bend, the bottom knee bend, kind of like that version. It's a little more gentle twist. Big deep breath. If you still have your toe, let it go. Bend the knee. Release that upper body. Roll onto your bellies. Pause here. Just let your head relax. Maybe pillow with your hands. Just shake it out. And from here, all I want you to do is squeeze hips, legs, glutes. Lift both feet a little bit off the floor. Just activate here. And then let go. Fully let go. 2 more right here. Squeeze and lift. And let go. Last one. Squeeze. And go. Take the feet a little bit wider on your yoga mat, come to Sphinx pose. And again, on Wednesday, we did this, just rock a little side to side and see if you can tap into the low belly. Okay, Low belly stretch when we're under a lot of stress, when we're doing a lot of physical work. We can really tighten up through the belly, right? That second, third chakra. Needless to say. And maybe we can find a little stretch in here. The next time you are leaning over to the right, pause. Maybe walk that left foot toward the right. So it's a little reverse banana. Go easy. You are not looking for intensity here. You are looking for a nice, easy stretch. Good. Walk that left foot back. Walk the torso back to center. Go to the other side. So you're leaning over to the left. You might find a little belly stretch there. You can walk the right foot toward the left foot. Breathe. If it goes into the hips or the SI joints, you're too deep. Release that foot, come back to center, lower down. Ooh, shake it out. And then bend just the left foot. Breathe. Options: 1, you're here. 2, if you want to fuss with your strap, you can wrap that foot. 3, come back toward your elbows. Your right elbow goes forward, your left arm goes back to grab your left foot. It's an easier stretch. Don't go super deep. I want to keep it out of the back bend and just into the legs, into the quads. You can play here a little bit, heel closer to glutes, and then push away, a little more like a half boat, but go easy on the spine. Press and bring it back. Release that foot, come back to center, shake out the hips. Other side, bend that right leg. You decide, either you're here or you're using a strap, or you come up on the elbows, walk the left elbow a little forward, grab the foot. Ooh. Can you tell it sounds tighter by doing this, right? For me, it's my dominant leg, my right leg. Hold it. And then again, you can push the foot away and then bring it back in. Push it away. And then maybe one more. Breathe. And in. Release. Come on down. Shake it out. And then roll over to your backs. You may or may not want a strap here. May or may not. You may or may not want to block at some point. So have a block near you, have a strap near you, it's all good. Have a blanket, pillow, but pause here on your back, right? Because when we do those, even when we're not purposefully doing the back bend, we can work in those backs and they can get a little cranky. So pause here and just do a couple of pelvic tilts and tucks, just a couple. Just kind of smooth all that out. And the next time you're tucked, stay there, hands come down to your sides, shoulders go to your sides, press into your feet, bridge pose. Once you're in bridge, I want you to pull the heels back isometrically. What are we doing? We're activating the hamstrings, which stretches the quads even if we don't feel that, or at least it releases the quads. Now you can always dig upper arms, elbows into the floor with your fingers reaching up to the ceiling just to get a little more lift. That'll be up to you. Big deep breath. Hold on. And then slowly lower down. Ooh. Pause. Couple pelvic tilts and tucks. Try to resist the urge to bring the knees to chest just yet. Good. Next time you are tucked, stay there again. Press into your elbows, upper arms, upper shoulders, lift the hips. Pause here. Shift into one foot, see if you can lift the other. Lower that foot, don't have to lift it high. And lift the other foot. Lower that foot, press up. Breathe. And lower down. Good, and then grab one of your blocks. Set it on the lowest setting underneath your sacrum. Ooh, see, that feels so good already. Oh, pause right there. Your right knee goes to your chest. The left leg straightens out to the floor. So I'm holding the underside of my knee, but I'm not pulling it. I'm just kind of holding it there in space. My shoulders are soft, my elbows are heavy. You don't need your hands at all for this. Your left leg is fully relaxed. Take a deep breath. Only if you want, the right leg goes straight. The left knee comes to chest, it goes straight, both legs up. Pause here. And then switch so that the left knee comes to chest. The right leg slowly lowers down to the floor. Hands underneath or not at all. Breathe. Soft shoulders, soft belly. Left leg goes straight. Right leg goes up to meet it. Both hands down at your sides. Find your hover point here so that you can relax in this really sweet little inversion. Just breathe, everyone. Few more breaths right here. Bend both of your knees. 1 foot at a time, 1 foot down. Other foot down, I want you to pause. And then press into your feet, lift the hips, take that block out. Slowly lower your hips back to the floor. Draw the right knee to chest as the left leg straightens. And then switch sides. Both knees in, almost done. Let the knees roll over to the right. Little small twist here, don't overdo. You can grab your block between those knees. And then center to the other side. And bring your knees center. Make sure your hips, body are all back to the center of your mat, all knees to chest. Oh, and then finally straighten one leg and then the other. Let's find Shavasana. Shoulders down. Hands are either at your sides or softly resting on the belly. The chin is level. Jaw is soft. And maybe for just a few breaths, imagine doing alternate nostril breathing without your hands. So just breathing in through the right side. And exhaling out the left. Breathing in through the left. And out through the right. 2 more rounds on your own. And then let that go. Just find Shavasana. Find surrender. Soften all the way down. For those of you who are ready. Start to deepen the breath. Bend the knees, draw your knees to your chest. Rock those knees side to side, and then allow the knees to release to one side or the other. And then press all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. And once again, say a little prayer, a little blessing for all of those recovering from the hurricane, all of those suffering in some way. May their suffering ease very soon. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you,
Namaste.
everybody.